Okay, you're on.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It's Thursday night, so we're doing our Thursday night demo. Just making sure we are on. I can see myself. And the volume's working, so that's always a good thing. A couple weeks ago we had a glitch. And I can't remember, was that during class, Mom? Where it shut off?
I get. Oh, yeah. What was that?
No, I think that was a Thursday night. I'm not sure which night that was. But anyways, the glitch was that I had my computer plugged in, but the plug wasn't in all the way. And so the power actually drained totally out. My computer shut off, and that's hence why we lost feed. So it's always something, we try to make sure it's all right. And then, yeah, there's always a snafu. Not always. And we're like a while, what are we, 2 years into this now? Or no, we started it in April or May of 2020 and we're in 2022. So we're like almost 2 years into this. And I think we got it down pretty good. So I was kind of shocked when it shut off the other day. But yeah, it was just a plug issue, which isn't a bad issue. It could have been something worse, like the computer could have died. So anyways.
Oh my God. We did have one die, didn't we?
Yeah, I did have one of my label computers get wiped out by a power outage, and it just went poof, done, which is a bad thing. So I had to recreate all my labels because it was an old program. Anyways, a whole cascade of crap. So anyways, Thursday night, what do we have coming up at the Paper Cut? Well, this past weekend, was it this past weekend? We did the cascading card. So this one's done. We still do have kits left. So if you like the little fish, we still have those kits left. It was kind of fun. And then coming up April 2nd, we are doing the giraffe. So those kits haven't gone out yet. They'll go out next week. But we have the slider card, the giraffe slider card. And then we have the pop-out insert card. So that's coming up April 2nd. If you haven't ordered that kit, it is on our class page, and it's called Giraffe. So that's the most current one that's coming up. And then what else do we have coming up? Oh, well, we have my grandson's birthday party this weekend, so I won't be working too much. So he's turning 1, the cute little guy in the post today. He did start walking. So he's like everywhere. At first he looked like he was like a little drunk guy walking, but now he's scooting around pretty good walking. So yeah.
Pretty soon he'll be running. Oh
yeah,
my God.
Pretty soon he'll be running. So yeah, totally hilarious with the walking. So he's just too darn cute. Anyway, so tonight that's kind of what inspired me. Besides receiving our new Deep Etched Dies, which I talked about during our birthday bash craft along. So I received those and I'm like, okay, what can I do with these? Oh, well, I need to make a Rhett birthday card. And he's only 1, but he is entranced by Blue's Clues. So, and I did their birthday party invitations for him, and I did Blue's Clues. So we're doing that tonight. So let's go. And we're going to make it like a half an hour because my mom and Leah, my daughter, and I are going out to dinner after this for her birthday, because her birthday was last week Sunday. So a lot of you wished her a happy birthday. Say thanks for those happy birthday wishes,
yeah,
Mom.
Thank you very much. That was so unexpected. Thank you.
So anyways, we're going out to dinner tonight to celebrate her birthday with the 3 girls. So anyways, let's go down to the table.
All right, you're there.
Okay, so dies that we just got in. We just got these Deep Etch dies, and they're boring. They're just shapes. And I got these specifically because they can cut through multiple layers of paper, and we're going to go through that. So they are black. They're a little bit deeper. Now, the company that I order them from does not recommend using them on an electric machine. And if you do, it's at your own risk. Test your sandwich. On an electric machine, never jam it through. I use the Crossover 2, which has the little, which I'm going to just scoot this over for a little bit, but the Crossover 2 has this little button that you can dial up or down the pressure, which I probably just screwed it up just now. But anyways, it's kind of really nice versus the Big Shot where you add in shims and different sandwiches and stuff like that. The crossover too, I don't sell it even, but I just love it. The plate is thicker than your normal Big Shot plate. So I never get my plate bending. And of course I use our metal plate too. And they did recommend with the Deep Etch dies to cut onto metal. And I'm not sure if that's because they're so deep etched that they make bigger marks in your plastic plates. I'm not sure the reason for that. So these do come split apart. So they come already snipped, where the rest of our dies, you have to take a little snipper and snip them apart. And I know some of you don't like that, and I apologize, it just adds costs to having them snipped. But with the Deep Etch dies, the metal is much more durable than the little silver dies. You know, it's a thicker metal with the black ones. So I do get them pre-snipped for you, or it's called detabbing. So they come already snipped apart. So anyways, with the Deep Etch dies, it doesn't say how many sheets you can do, but I've done, let's see, this is 4 sheets. It easily did 3 sheets, so I'm going to do that. Now, I am going to do, the reason I ended up getting the Deep Etch dies was specifically for this card. Oops, hang on a second. I've got a loose cupcake. It was specifically for this flip-flop card because you're cutting through 2 layers here and 3 layers here. And when I showed this in the craft along, I pre-cut these. I had to cut, and my mom helped me. I had to cut, you know, one rectangle, then I traced it on the next one, cut it, traced it on the third one, and cut it. Where if you have it all, excuse me, if you have all 3 layers together with these Deep Etch dies, you can cut through all 3 layers at one time. How awesome is that? I am working on designing another craft along with the flip-flop card and the Deep Etch dies. Now I know some of you have the Deep Etch dies, so I'm going to make that kit available as a paper only kit or one that you can get with the Deep Etch dies. It's going to be a Thursday night thing. It's going to be a Fun Time Thursday thing, and I haven't designed it yet, but I'm hoping to get it up next week. Now, I am busy this weekend with the Ready Spaghetti birthday party and helping with that, so it probably won't be till Sunday or Monday. Anyways, right now I'm putting through, oops, mine is a little tight. You can tell that because it clinks a little. But this is 3 layers of cardstock. And see how easy that was? And that's 80-pound cardstock. Now, just for fun, let's put a 4th layer there.
Oh my God.
I have not tried 4, but we are going to try 4. And just see what happens. Now, it did say these Deep Etch dies are not good for detail dies, so I'll probably do, you know, some shapes, but I won't do anything detail. But I did get these specifically for that flip-flop card.
Because we were die cutting and die cutting and die cutting to get those done and out of here.
This is
Oh my
4 layers of 80-pound cardstock. Okay, so we had 4 layers perfectly lined up. The last one is a little jig-jaggy, but you can just take your fingernail to that and you can see the very last one. You know, if I take my fingernail, that gets that little bit of jagged edge off. So my top layers do have the little edge from the die, and that's just because of the pressure there. So you get the little lip that's going around. You get that little indent right there, which some people like that because it gives a little bit more dimension. So you not only cut through, you know, if you're doing multiple die cutting, you can just cut a bunch at a time. Or if you need a bunch of layers, you can cut those a bunch at a time too. Now I just want to show you a few other things. This is 3 layers of metallic cardstock. So this is our ice silver, which is 111 pound. And I'm going to try turning it at, see how I turn it at an angle when I go through? I didn't the first 2 times, but if you turn it at an angle, sometimes it doesn't clunk as much. So, yep, it didn't clunk. You didn't hear that, did you? Because I turned it at an angle. So 3 layers of the metallic. Sometimes when you're using the thinner dies, you have trouble with 1 layer of metallic, especially with a more detailed die. This one isn't detailed. Again, you get the little edge around there. So, and then the last one, and I'm just going to show you this last one for what these deep edge dies can die cut, is chipboard. This is the chipboard. It's a 30 mil chipboard. So yeah, it cuts through that no problem. That one does clunk a little bit more. But yeah, so the chipboard. So just want to show you a few things that the deep edge dies can do. Now they're boring. I mean, they're just basic shapes. But if you need to cut the flip-flop card, or tonight we are going to use the Mini Slimline Tri-Fold cards. So just a sample of the Mini Slimline Tri-Fold. I pulled this out of a demo that I did last year. The Tri-Fold card has 1 flap and then the other flap.
What is the name of your die cutting machine again?
It's called a Crossover 2.
Crossover 2. Okay, thank you.
Crossover, and then it's 2. Crossover 2.
2 words, crossover?
Crossover, I think it's 1 word. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
I know Rubbernecker carries them, or they used to carry them. So we are going to use one of our Mini Slimline Tri-Fold cards, and I'm going to at least start my Rhett birthday card. And it is going to be Blue's Clues. And I'm going to do it a little bit different. Now, with the tri-folds, you can zigzag them like this. So you could punch, you know, through your top 2 layers and open it like this. Or you can open it like the last one. So I'm going to set it up like this. And I already cut some layers for it. And of course they're blue because we're going to use Blue's Clues as our theme. And I am going to attach my layers, and then I'm going to do my die cutting. So I did pre-cut. Actually, maybe I won't attach my layers. Because I could stamp on this layer, and I did pull out some stamps. So I'm going to just kind of line up my layers. Now I could, what am I trying to say? Use your words, Sarah. I could attach them with my tape, but I'm not going to.
Sarah, when I Google crossover 2, it's the Roman numeral 2.
Correct.
And it says it's a fabric and paper cutting system.
Yes.
So for those people that like to quilt, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, that is a cool thing. And yes, I don't carry it, but as soon as I started using the crossover, I have not gone back to my Big Shot. Honestly, I have multiple Big Shots here just from die cutting for classes and stuff. And I haven't used them because I use my crossover. So now I could tape this down, but I want to show you another way to make a different layer on here. So I'm not going to tape it down. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Actually, I'm going to use 1 more piece of removable tape. And I'm just going to attach it. But yeah, I could attach it down. Actually, it would have paid to attach my bottom 2 layers down, but I might stamp on my top one. But the crossover has that nice little dial on the top of it, so you can dial down or up your pressure.
Is that what Becky uses when she die cuts out in the shop too?
Yeah, that's what. Now I have multiple crossovers. Like I have multiple big shots, but now I have multiple crossovers because I have one in here. I have one out in the office, kind of where my mom will die cut, and I also have Becky has one out in the shop.
And then of course the big commercial thing.
So yeah, and then our big die cutter, because this is just what we do for classes. We have our big die cutting machine that we use for our cards and stuff. So this was through 4 layers of cardstock. One was 100 pound, 2 65 pounds, and an 80 pound. So, and what's super nice, and then if the bottom one is a little jig-jaggy, we can just take our fingernail. But what's nice is that everything lines up. Now, if I want to take this one and say I want a border where I want to just look inside of here, you know, I want to see this color blue, I can take, oops, I just shoved some soft. I can take just my square die that I have, and this is the squares set, and I can use that and die cut that so I have like an overlay so it layers on there. So hang on.
So that crossover too is a hand crank as opposed to
it's a hand crank, yeah.
I said that's how I get rid of my granny arms.
Yeah. I don't know that they make a crossover to electric version.
I don't think so, not from what I'm seeing.
But now I just cut that little bit bigger out of there, and of course you can always use that for something else. And now when I layer this on here, now I see the border of my bright blue on the inside. So, and then I had also kind of played around with stamping some polka dots on here, because if you look at Blue's Clues stuff, you'll see polka dots. So let's pull out my stamps. I'm going to put my crossover away behind me. There we go. It is a lunker of a machine.
Is Miri paper gone forever?
Miri paper, the lightweight paper, is gone forever. So we just have the Miri card. So I have some little blue ink pads, and these are some Endless Creations stamps again. I kind of pulled those out. Just to do a few little polka dots on here. And I heard Leah come in.
I did too. Hi, Leah.
I think she went out in the shop.
The lightweight, the Miri cardstock is still available.
The Miri card is available, yes. That won't be going away. The Miri paper was the lightweight, and that did go away. Sometimes I go a little bit too crazy with my polka dots. So, Sarah, you just need to stop. Or I need one right here. Okay, so now we're going to attach them to the front of our card. But it was nice being able to line up my squares all at the same time. So yeah, when we do the craft along for the flip-flop card, it'll be offered with Deep Etch dies or without, but you will need them. I think I might die cut one for you to make with me that night, or actually I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'll try and work on that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Oh, yeah, it is St. Patrick's Day today. And I'm not wearing green, I'm wearing purple.
Here.
My mom has her green hat on.
Put the sparkly hat on.
No, I'm not going to put the sparkly hat on.
It goes nice with your purple.
No, I'm not putting the sparkly hat on.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can't So you can't even do deep etch dies with one layer of cardstock in an electronic die cutting machine, or will it break, or are you talking multiple layers?
I have not tried because the 2 electric die cutting machines that I have got broken during classes. So they, on their website, it just says not recommended, use at your own risk. So honestly, on that one, I am not sure. So now through the window, I did pre-print a layer with blue. And this little guy I did get off the internet. So sometimes when I'm looking for stuff that's just special, and I don't sell it, I just do it for myself, I'll find them, I'll copy and paste them, and if they're not all pixely, sometimes I'll use them. Like blue I didn't end up using. I just Googled him and I found him. And I'm just going to attach him on my layer. Now I'm going to do a few things on the inside that I'm not going to do tonight. Like with the number 1, because it's his first birthday and probably his name. But I have blue through the window. And then I made some little tags to do my happy birthday. So I think I'm going to cut that tag shorter to do my happy and my birthday. So this is from one of our frame dies, this little happy birthday. I think it's a cute little happy birthday. Oops. Where'd he go?
You know, it's your dad's probably sitting here saying, oh, God, even with the big commercial die cutters, we don't do multiple cuts, right?
Right. Yeah, multiple cuts is unusual because with the big machine we just do one at a time. It just clunk, 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 and does one at a time. So to be able to do multiples at a time,
yep.
At least with some shapes.
Have you thought about doing nested deep etch dies?
I was going to see how these deep etch dies go. So if you guys like them, yeah, I could do some nested ones too. I just wanted to kind of try them out. They're a little bit more expensive than the regular ones. So yeah, I just tried them out first with the to do the flip-flop card, and we'll see how you all like them. And then I was thinking of getting some more because yeah, even for me to die cut for classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I put him a little bit off center, so let's snip him off a little bit.
Yeah, Penny Blaylock has green eyes, so she's always ready for St. Patty's Day.
Okay, so we have our happy birthday. I maybe should have put him on the other side and then put the little flags going off.
Deb's, no, I can't do an Irish jig for you today. That would be my great-granddaughter's.
Oh.
Right? No, my granddaughters. No, wait a minute. Yeah, my granddaughters. The triplets. They do Irish jigs, right?
Oh, yeah. My triplet nieces, one of them, well, just Erin mostly, was doing the Irish dancing.
Ballroom is my style.
So yeah, I probably will do some nested deep etch dies. Just because those would be super fun. So yeah, we have our happy birthday.
Hey, Leah.
We have our blue on the inside. And then, yes, I will be putting some wording or big number 1. And I have blue to go on the inside also. Or maybe, I'm not sure. I have to finish the inside yet. But this is our Blues Clues birthday card using the Deep Etch Dies and our Mini Slimline Tri-Fold Card. So thank you for joining us tonight. I think tonight was short and sweet, But like I said, my mom and Leah and I are going to head out for dinner for my mom's birthday, for a second birthday dinner. So have a great night, guys. Bye.